Anglers Extra.
I'm Aaron Canada alongside John Schiffner on the Manager Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. And Schiff, another heartbreaker last night. Logan Verrett goes 6, gives up his first 2 runs of the season.
Well, you know, we've been saying it for too long now. We got to hit the baseball for the pitchers are going out and doing their job, and we just got to get some hits. We got to get some timely hits. Timely hits. We don't have to get 15. Just get timely hits, and we'll be okay. We had our chances. We had a shot late several times. We had men on base late, and it's just one of these days it's going to happen. I just hope it doesn't happen too late.
Take me through a couple of those situations that you felt like a missed opportunity occurred at the plate.
Well, just any time you get men on base and you're not moving them over, it doesn't matter if they're on third or on first. We're just not getting hits with men on base at all in the last week or so, and it's just frustrating, and it's frustrating for us as coaches. But I know the guys are frustrated. It's not like they're up there going, "Hey, let's see if we can make it out." They're trying like hell, and that's one thing we keep telling them, that they are trying, and to keep it up, and at some point it will balance itself out. It always does.
Last night in the post-game huddle before the team dispersed to go to their respective coaches and talk over a few things and then go eat and go home. Last night you said you wished you had an inspirational speech, but couldn't really give them anything.
Nothing there. Sometimes you talk too much, which I probably have, but I keep telling them to keep plugging away, just give it what they can, and they are. That's the one thing that I'm very pleased about. Nobody's quitting. They're not bad. They're bad at bats, but they're not folding up the tent at bats. They're trying, and that's what I said. It will come about at some point. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen.
Last night we saw Steven Perez leading things off in this lineup. Brian Humphreys, who was normally in the leadoff spot, was batting second. Take me through that decision. I
just change things up. Let's see if we can make some changes, and that sometimes it's just shaking the lineup up, just different looks, different things. But we'll try some different things tonight. We got some guys that are going to take some nights off tonight. They're a little dinged up, so our lineup will be a little bit different tonight.
And talk about this team being snake-bitten. That Brian Humphreys almost home run over the right field fence. Just a great play by Stuart Imes.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing you got to keep promoting. That you keep doing that, and maybe at some point that goes over his head or that goes over into the for a home run. So that's what we have to do. And if we can keep them positive and try to keep everybody loose, then it might happen.
Mentioned a couple of guys are dinged up. We saw Aaron Westlake go down last night, have to be lifted for a pinch runner after diving into the bag. Looked like he jammed his shoulder a little bit.
He's out for tonight, could be tomorrow night. His shoulder is dinged up. Steven Perez's thumb is pretty bad. He rolled over on it at shortstop. We'll take a look at that in the next couple days. Palini's still out. Again, he should be ready to go tomorrow. So, again, this is the nice thing about the depth of this roster. We have guys that can jump right in and take those spots up, and we don't lose an awful lot.
You got Kevin Vance going tonight for normally a closer, I should say, with along with Matt Brazes, but getting the start tonight.
Well, Zim was trying to get back to form after his back was bugging him a little bit, and we felt it would be good to give him one more time through in relief, and it looked like a perfect opportunity. Kevin hasn't thrown that much both in the spring and for us, so let's run him out there and see if we can get 4, 5, 6 innings out of him.
It looked like Zach Jones last night coming on in relief of Verrett. He closed out the contest and looked really solid.
Excellent performance. Zach threw very, very well. He's made some adjustments on his breaking pitches, which looked like to me he was just holding on to a little bit too long. He was just a little too much, just a little too much out in front. And Ryan worked with him to get those back a little bit, where you're throwing your breaking pitch for what looks like a better strike than he was. He was bouncing a lot in the dirt, and now we got him where he's threw very, very well last night. I was very pleased for Zach.
You talk about a couple of guys dinged up and a couple of guys being out of the lineup, so I would assume we see Rick at first base, maybe Riley at second, Joe at third, or Joe at short, and so on.
There you go. And Ginth will be at third base. Bo will be in left. Humph will be in center. Bo will be in right. Marty will be in left. Humph in center field, and Pete Verdon will be a DH tonight.
Talk about this Orleans squad, just a few points behind the Anglers in the Eastern Division. Anglers in 4th place, Orleans bringing up the rear in 5th place, and both of these teams are at the bottom of the league in runs scored.
Well, I guess it's going to be a great game tonight.
He's John Schiffner. I'm Aaron Canada. It's the Manager Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Go Anglers!